Blitz, back-to-back losses.
We just were shooting ourselves in the foot all game, man.
The Raiders now 5-4 on the season, but have a chance to redeem themselves at home.
Yeah, we're just going to look at what we did wrong and work to fix at it. We're going to look at what we did correctly and build on that. And then really we have one game to play. We have to get ourselves ready to play Cincinnati Bengals here at home.
Your Raiders fast takes and smart coverage coming up right now on Vegas Nation Blitz.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.
Welcome into Vegas Nation Blitz. I'm your host, Cassie Soto. There's really no way around it. The Raiders were embarrassed on Sunday when their division rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs, came into Allegiant Stadium and handed the Silver and Black a 41-14 loss in front of their home crowd. This, of course, is our top story, and it is brought to you by Capriotti's. There's no better time than game time to score party favorites. Order online to get Capriotti's party trays, box lunches, or large subs for the whole crew.
It kind of snowballed on us a little bit, but we'll play them again, and we'll have to play better next time if we want to beat them.
It sucks because it's a rivalry game. We're at home. Score got out of hand pretty fast at the end of the game. We were in it and it slipped away. So it is what it is.
Raiders beat writer Vinny Bonsignore joining me now. Vinny, we just heard from multiple Raiders players saying that Sunday was basically a disaster. How would you describe what went wrong versus the Chiefs?
Well, it was a disaster, no doubt about it, but it's important to remember the Raiders were at the 13-yard line in a 24-14 game with a chance maybe to cut into that and make it a three-point game. But then Deshaun Jackson fumbles the ball. That was with 3 minutes left in the third quarter. The bottom fell out after that point, but it would have been interesting to see what would have happened had Deshaun held on to that ball and changed it. So while it was ugly, especially the finish, but it was still a ball game heading into the fourth quarter. But the Raiders, they can't turn the ball over like that. They can't commit the silly penalties that they did, a couple of pre-snap illegal procedures that ruined a 4th and 1 chance to keep the chains moving, and then turn 3rd and short into a 3rd and long. These are errors that you just can't make against anybody, let alone the Kansas City Chiefs. So while the score looked ugly, there's still some things that the Raiders were looking at from their perspective that had they just cleaned up, it would have been a much closer football game, and who knows what happens down the stretch in that scenario.
Well, on that note, let's go ahead and hear from Raiders quarterback Derek Carr before we go any further, Vinny.
I think we're just a better team, honestly. We got better players. Now, that doesn't result in wins. I've been on teams that are really talented that underperformed. I just really believe in our group. It's a close group. Football, you got to be tight. You got to do it together. The things that we messed up today, it's so correctable.
Vinny, I tweeted out that quote from Derek Carr, and Raider Nation came at me saying that we hear this every year. This is the same story. From your opinion here, Vinny, do you believe that this is the Raiders' midseason collapse that we have seen before?
No, I don't think. It could happen. That's the thing. We don't know what's going to happen. We can't predict the future. I'm with Derek. I think this is a better football team overall. I think they've been dealt some serious blows. I think losing Henry Ruggs, you're starting to see what he really meant to this offense. They got to work their way through it, but they've got plenty of time to be able to do that. Everybody's bunched up in the NFL right now, especially in that AFC. The Raiders are a half a game out of first place in the AFC. There's nobody running away with it. In spite of how good the Chiefs played, let's see if they can do that and repeat it over these next X amount of weeks. So there's plenty of time left to get this thing right. They have to fix what's going on offensively, try to add more explosiveness to it. I think Deshaun Jackson's going to help in that regard. You saw him on that one play, what he's capable of doing. If he holds onto the ball, it's a whole different conversation, at least as it relates to Deshaun Jackson. They got to stay away from the silly mistakes and turnovers. I think they'll get back on track defensively. That was a team that was just red hot for whatever reason with Patrick Mahomes and all his weapons on Sunday night. But it has to start soon. You got 2 games in a 10-day span here for the Raiders against the Bengals on Sunday, then traveling to Dallas to play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day. It's a great opportunity for them to get back on track, but they have to do it in a hurry. And if they can, it really sets things up for a promising last month or so of the season.
Around the League, brought to you by Pirate Plumbing, the masters of disasters. Hey everyone, it's Heidi Fang here along with our NFL and Raiders writer, Adam Hill. We're going to break down what's going on with the AFC West, where the Chiefs have once again, as they have in the past, taken the top spot in the division. Adam, what does this mean going down the stretch? Have the Chiefs righted their ship?
Yeah, I think the writing off of the Chiefs seems to be a bit premature. Like 3 weeks ago, it looked like everybody's writing them off. They were left for dead. Who was going to step up and win the division between the Chargers, the Raiders, and potentially even the Broncos? Because the Chiefs weren't going to get it together. Well, all of a sudden, their offense is clicking. The Raiders helped out a little bit with that. The defense has played a lot better the last couple of weeks, and the Chiefs are a prohibitive favorite once again in the AFC West, just like everybody thought going into the season. So right now, it's once again the Chiefs' division to lose, just like we all thought before the season, but nobody thought 3 weeks ago. It's a very weird league.
You mentioned the Chargers at home. Broncos are on a bye this week. Raiders winner at home as well with the Bengals. So, Adam, how do you look at these next matchups for those teams and who may come away with the win?
I think all eyes are still going to be on Kansas City this week. They play against Dallas in a home game that's, a test for that offense, see if they can keep it going. Expected to be a shootout, so we'll see if they can outscore the Dallas Cowboys. But if the Chiefs really are right and the Chiefs go home and they beat the Cowboys this week, then I think the rest of the division starts saying, okay, we are playing for a wild card at this point because the Chiefs have it together and they're going strong. If they lose, all of a sudden it's like, okay, maybe it was fool's gold for the Chiefs for a couple of weeks. Maybe the division's open again. So I think all eyes in the division once again are on Kansas City.
There you have it. He's Adam Hill. I'm Heidi Fang. That's what's happening around the league.
Vegas Nation Injury Brief, sponsored by Knockvie Injury Law.
It's a big loss to us, certainly not only in offense, but what he did for us in the kicking game. You know, when he went down, we had to make all kinds of adjustments, and I did a poor job with that. It's a big loss, again, not only as a player, but who he is and what he brings to our team in a leadership role and just in the role that he plays as a man.
That was Raiders interim coach Rich Bisaccia discussing the loss of fullback Alec Ingold. I am Sam Gordon on behalf of Vegas Nation with this week's injury update. Ingold, as Bisaccia alluded to, is out for the season with a torn ACL injury he sustained on Sunday during the 41-14 loss to the Kansas City Chiefs. Obviously, a crucial part of the Raiders' offense when they go to fullback packages, but also his leadership, like Bisaccia said, and his intangibles will be missed. In terms of other injuries, Rich Bisaccia also updated the media, letting us know that Richie Incognito had a setback with his calf injury. So it could be some time before the 38-year-old guard gets on the field. In terms of practice on Wednesday, Nick Wachowski, Keyshawn Nixon, Jalen Richard, and Amit Robertson did not participate. Josh Jacobs limited as well. We will have more updates throughout the course of the week on VegasNation.com. I am Sam Gordon. This is the Raiders Injury Brief.
D&R House of Diamonds is Las Vegas's elite private office jeweler, the perfect bridge between internet pricing and a traditional brick-and-mortar jewelry store. We specialize in loose diamonds, natural and lab-grown, engagement rings, fashion jewelry, custom design, and jewelry repairs. We operate by appointment in our beautiful offices in the One Summerlin building, downtown Summerlin. Our great relationships with the world's largest diamond wholesalers and our low overhead saves you hundreds, if not thousands, on your purchase.
Allegiant Stadium was filled with a ton of stars for Sunday Night Football. Charles Woodson receiving his Pro Football Hall of Fame ring. He was honored before the game kicked off. Tinashe performed the national anthem before kickoff as well. Bruce Buffer opening the game. The Las Vegas Aces were in the building. A couple Golden Knights came through. Marshmallow at halftime. Allegiant Stadium was the place to be for primetime football. And it is Salute to Service week for the Raiders. We saw an early tribute with Josh Jacobs honoring Pat Tillman on his cleats during warm-ups on Sunday. On Tuesday, A.J. Cole, Darren Waller, and Corey Littleton toured Nellis Air Force Base.
Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole! Fire in the hole!
Cole looked like he was enjoying himself, testing out some explosives. After touring the base, they met with some service members, signed autographs, and took pictures to kick off Salute to Service.
Vegas Nation, the road ahead, sponsored by your Southern Nevada Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
Thanks so much for sticking with us here on Vegas Nation Blitz. I'm Cassie Soto, and I am joined by sports columnist for the Las Vegas Review-Journal, Ed Graney. Ed, let's go ahead and look at the road ahead for the Raiders here. With 8 games left remaining in the regular season, there could be more if they decide that they want to make it a little bit further in the season. But let's start with this Sunday's game. The Bengals coming to Allegiant Stadium, and then the big Thanksgiving game on the road to take on the Cowboys. I know a lot of people don't like talking about must-win games, Ed, but at this point in the season, do the Raiders need to come away with a majority of these games?
You know, it's as close to a must-win without being a must-win. I mean, there's still only a half a game out in the AFC West, but Cassie, you and I were there the other night. The way they played against the Chiefs and the week before the Giants, it's not like they're losing 31-28 and competing. They did not compete the last 2 weeks. So is it a must-win? I don't know about that. But they better start playing better and try to get one of these wins. I don't think they should be looking forward to the Cowboys on Thanksgiving. Great team there. They've got to focus completely on the Bengals this week and get a win. Because I'm telling you, that Chiefs team the other night, if this is the Chiefs team going forward, they're going to be tough to catch.
Yeah, and you mentioned the Bengals, so let's go ahead and take a deeper dive there. The Bengals already coming in as a 1-point favorite, Ed. Again, the Raiders at home and underdogs on their home field. How badly do the Raiders need to, ignore the Chiefs win or really learn from it so quickly to turn around and beat Joe Burrow there?
Well, they better have already gotten past it, right? We're already talking middle of the week. They need to get past that game. It's over. They didn't play well. We saw what happened. Joe Burrow's coming in off a bye. Joe Mixon's a very good running back. Look, we're going to keep asking questions about, is this another midseason slump by the Raiders until they prove us wrong, right? These are the questions that we're going to get every week. How do you prove the media wrong? How do you stop those questions? You beat the Bengals on Sunday, because if you lose to the Bengals on Sunday and go 5-5, those questions are just going to get more and more if we're seeing yet another midseason slump from the Raiders.
That'll do it for another episode of Vegas Nation Blitz. For more Raiders coverage, head on over to vegasnation.com and be sure to join us on Friday for Vegas Nation Game Day. For our entire Vegas Nation crew, I'm Cassie Soto. We'll see you soon. Join the action with the Las Vegas Review-Journal's Pro Football Contest. Predict each week's winning team for a chance to win a $25 gift card from presenting sponsor Capriotti's or a $30 gift card from Big Dogs Brewing Company. Sign up today at lvrj.com/pro football.
Powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, this is Vegas Nation Blitz. Presented by D&R House of Diamonds, making luxury affordable. Located in the One Summerlin building in downtown Summerlin.